Ghana for yen ye we go to Nigeria. Me say Dangote, omo can be na enrose and sending me can't be social media. Almost say in the next 10 years, no. Omo kanu, omo oil refinery bi wo ho. Enya sam keto akora. Nigeria economy ni besisa. Nigeria economy no besisa. Dangote refinery na Nigeria ban ejira na chi amanasi no. In the next 10 years, no. Nigeria economy besisa isan so you no mutu a wo man na ebe refine by product no so no. O man na ebe ye ho adwuma e de akekere omo man. Ye de na koma China for be see oil refinery otakorade. Ana tamoy refinery egu. Ana China for na kofa obo tankers abegu takorade ho. Omo refinery oil ni wi a, wo mo asanse sa oil no akeke dem filling stations ni nyina. Enti Ghana tanker owners no omodwuma ebegu. Ghana tanker owners omajuma ebegu enti de tell yan nwene yan Ghana fo na brebia no adwom den ne wo yetirim de pan de wo yetirim nti a ai say bibia ne dane ma hoho momaje nko den a yenya box site yesi de Ghana ni me de be me ka say se de Ghana ni na se amfama no kwampa so a ye betumi age contract no na ye de Ghana fo ye de man no kwamba so amfama no kwampa so mpa ye betumi regulate ahwe say okwan de fa so de ma we no ye mfa kwampa so enti ye hwe ne yesese no na obetu ye ho adwuma nko ade a yenya ebia ye kan say bia fa 80% ye mpede my 40% now so far 60% and now say shares no woni wenu manipa nka momu na munye consortium mon form consortium na munye ho adwuma we can do that so that Ghanaians will own natural resources no ye gie de akoma China for what is wrong with us bapim ne sino hydro bapim ne e dey na pa na omaye won so be si factory no masi Mercy damo a bauxite factory no mercy. I didn't say ho sa. Dintra. Enti niema nyakopon dia maye sa Ghana yemfa so ne mfa ni dimfa nkyekere oman no. Ya dane ni nyina ma hoho. Esa no $10 million bi abenyanti. Esa no $5 million bi abenyanti to the detriment of millions of Ghanaian citizens are. Ye gina wiam to abama wo momnya sa debre no wonam ho unyo bia obe pa chawse ya to abama wo stress ya ma wadwuma ne aye de sika afa lorry akoye kurom ye kurase akogina wiam ato santene ato abade amaw na wonya debre no wonya debre ne wie ya de obede abo ma me so me ho ato me no wo so wonye bisi lithium na ye nya ye no Adenti ye ne Ghana phobia tumi ani koma ye bisa Ghana panyifo say businessmen they can do it omo wo contact papa your Ghana businessmen a se ye ka say lithium ye nyan ebia ye tu a sika say ne ebenya say bi so betumi aboabo mo ho akeka mo nsa se nipa be 10 pe etu lithium yi ama ni nyinara ebeka Ghana ha sika ni nyinara ebeka Ghana ha enkoba se ebenya mu 30%. Ekobese benyam 80%, 20%. How? Number 2 ni nyina no mo de ko. Ade so mutu a, anye so mutu e no nko a. By product mpo e won enchen no. Won betu anya adokra betu am amate o moka. Why are we doing this to ourselves? Ye dem ka gidigidi ni asense we are. This is the best agreement in the whole wide world. Excuse me, Sami Jinapo. Excuse me. Excuse me, you are a young man. Una a sector minister. Enti se bibi ekoso a, dwene wonu no nkoma no so ho. Dwene mranche ne maba wa, ene ye kasai, wo mo bre, ebi ko kantamanto. Ko adum, ko kejetia. Ko mia hodo mranche bre, go and see, ko hwe. Eti etumi nya bibia ma Ghana fo nya so mfa so nkasa Ghana ye dia. Is Ghanaian, just a holy Ghanaian. I Ghana fo nkwa ne o, ye dia, aye ne ye ho adwuma. Ene ye gold, enye ye dia. Ye oil, enye ye dia. Ye bauxite enye ye dia lithium enye ye dia ni etewo mo titi V8 akese mu mo ye japade mo toto adan sisi adan mo ye investment akese mo ba so ne esan ye honorable no mo toy adwene wa wo to aba na hwe me na no pay no me de meka hu dwene da ache hu enya na ba ye ka wansemu ene aba o moto no na mu the general election nipa na oba wo nchem some few years ago be pa o chew say to aba ma no hwe na bra bo se de si aye ni bibi asesa wa hu dan we so o nikro mu ho no wa hu dan we so o mukro mu ho no wo da so dan papa dan mu wonwene ho odwene ho anka onye sa wa hu mansion na wa besi mi wa wo dan a wo dam no na wo dam wo pa wo da so na da so wo keta wo da so no na da so nti it's hard time say ye electorate no ye che politicians say any more adwuma ye sika na ritu omoka adwom no mutua ye ka ye to aba no ye na ye ma politician adwuma e ma ne ye sika na ye ritua ne ka nti so bre no ho ase odon no so osom ye enye na se asom no omo ba e ma wana abo mo aton adwene omo tini adwene ehun say they can use us omo use ye sa lithium asem no ye nya kan ye behwehwem ni ahwehwem sanka Ghana fo tumi nya na eno so ya dan akoma ahoho no ye behwe de besi na oti I think so oti region e say ebi wo ho no mo central region dia na ye de ama no oti region pay for me say mamon pini o mamon pini mon kasa bo pesa Ghana fo netu mamon pini omo ya bro omo ya pesa bi kuminya omo ya ne bre omo nwene ye ho see asemu next week ni ebeka we dey ayi ye dey twin chance mu next week ni ebeka pa na fi ye brebie ne manu so na ya hwe abro a omadi yen good morning and na pay dey asida Emma Dominion herbal powder no bi na betumi abo papa ntia me kasa ne say nipadua na do ba bia wo se na niam hyeda nkoye wo nipadua no mu papa wahu niam hyeda nkoye ayesa na moja moroso wo ho achibramu wotumi na on se body na sesa prekope me pacho nim system na wo ho no system na do ba bia ayesa no ansa ndane ne ho na sensisi na nanso bio na Dominion herbal powder na betumi aboa amasa hihye na tumi akoso ni abaye nie called pharmacy shop and as a drugstore and as a herbal shop bi akwa also pe Dominion herbal powder otona obafia tea cup no anopa nsuo hye pa na wasa Dominion herbal powder no teaspoon baako now the good tea cup nsuo no muso hye no aka nu a efra no wanom ansana wadidi enwumere nso wodidi wie a na wanom ye to aso saa na de wo ho no wo de na otwe mienu buso ba kontam no wo behu se ne body ne niam be system no mu kra ebe wanwa me na me show sa abo no na mo me sero yo ba pemfo amenom oba o makoda no fo so me sero wa amenom ana koda onye mfedu mienu so wonka ho edroi Angel Dominion Herbal Center Limited e won kokko na de aba enti so opi bi etu kokko ne npotamu a na wa fra 0243158195 na ya won kra han so ya fra 0249591843 na osekrum kumase for so fra 0248632328 Vodafone Ghana samen kan show say bomodin so obenya Vodafone SIM card ni bi na just 5 Ghana cedis no obenya 200 minutes akasa 7 days all networks awo mrekra Vodafone SIM card no efo network papa switched off and switched off ntwe credit mi say the other networks no twe no nti da bia ne so be dial *110# *110# anasa obetumi akọ my Vodafone app no so no akokoto o talk it's credit na pam una wo se no be kasa saa afa free senior high school eba ye ebo ma homesu yakoda nim na mum no me pese odo ba beko ba bia akoda no be hehan no na wotumi asua de no wasua ne yie na aboa ma wotumi akọ university awomre school no St Andrew Senior High School St. Andrews Senior High School, our campus, our Sinfusu, and Kraha, or Moha. And I feel new what Dubiasi Dunko, no fin, Mankasim Shama, and Afisari as I so. We are Quadana BC in social GHS ni. Oh, Finas, oh, Chang Resource, ko apply for Senior High School 1. Oh, St. Andrews Senior High School. Now, what bet it will say, what make you wrong move with that? The test is, I say, learning and teaching materials, no, Darabi or baby, somewhere practicals, no, equipment or just say baby, I saw mutumi research, no, so no, books no war. Enti bibi bia be bwa kwada na metumi asua de bia na ebi wo ho da bran so de ye ka boarding facilities na oh come on nkwara na mmom pe so say de ti wo schools ahodo no ahoda kwada bia ne mpa kama enti tutumrika na pebi ma oba no na wakwada no da chi ntumi nyina obetumi afre 0244696911 0244696911 and afre 0207891004 020-789-1004. Now, if special ice in so special drinking, so I said, oh, I said that. Because I don't want to say, maybe they be a mukre, must say painting. Na yada this way chocolate drink and then coffee drinking. So I say, as usual, need for full and need tobacco and so boy chidomwa and ya grow crowd. Best point service alone so agent hope painting at the Maya. You make way and Roma and an anopay. Ya did you make a brunch Madaroma, Mama yan cotton cra. I say about your for better so much as ya basha said in Kumo, Muncha Yabasi. Yeah, adesima ma yɛda mo ase yɛkɔyɛ a yɛaba afei bra so sɛ yɛdi nkɔmmɔ nanse na yɛbɛdi nkɔmmɔ no yɛn nyina nim sɛ mpipiama yɛkuo no ɛnɛ ɛna ɔmo kɔkɔto aba ayi de obetu frankaa de ama ɔmo na mfimpi mienu na aduonu na aba yɛbɛto afei bɛwurom aba yɛbɛto no wadi party no mu ɛde akɔ dia nipa na yi ɛyɛ owura kanadi ɔhene Japan ɛna afei Dr. Mahmoud Baumia Alhaji ɛna afei Dr. Usu Efriye Akoto na owura Francis Adey Nimo na enne ya na musifo baby a ayehwe se na bato no besi akon de ho amanebo abreye nti ansa na madam abusuanfo adi na yedi nkomo no yekokuma se sanse kwam nyameche ewo ho na ye ne same ni nkomisa ne se bantama ekosen same machi en oh kwam ahoma na tumi anyina so sanse kwam nyameche ahoma na tumi anyina so na enne se wo hwe se no mo hye no esitie na abato no beko na wie ye no mienu pepepepepepe na abato na ko na wie ye na fe wo makenkan ni nyina wo makenkan do bedi nkunimu no na electoral commission na bebu ni din se asemasi na din ko na so benti na din nkunimu epija ne nsa wie a na fe party ni panifo asemomwo no na omaka omukasa wie a na de wadi nkunimu so akasa wo mo a eni nkunimu so se o mbetumi so bekasa bi general secretary bekasa chairman bekasa you know mpanyifo esom se fata ni nyina no wo nyina ebekasa na fidi wadi nkunum de pagya ne nsa se asemasi ene yede no ekoko no ewo 2024 aba ye beto yi eho enti ye bo anan na yakọ miahodo ni nyina na fe ya hwese de abato no esi eko esanse o hwe ene the real showdown no enti ya hwese okay Kwame What's your name? Aha, Kwame, Kumasi Kwasai. Metonka Kwame, what voice was from dance Metonka? I said, okay. Senior Usi Ekameja, you a year culture center. Now, culture center, and a band to macro. Nim say Bantmade ewudin eba eye amanyo mo ensema omo yato ne din say Florida edema eye MPP na sesie enipa ye expect omo so omo eba beto aba ewo eye center hanom eye nipa 867 out of 867 no emu 8 and a proxy womo eba beto na chese yaka proxy na se me na nka me to aba na bibintie bia me ko baabi nanso me di tumi ama obi so ombeto enti sa anatie asat 8:37 am na nipa omo aba beto omo aba eye 107 out of 867 na ohwe so far ohwe se ne santene na sia kama wa hanom wo mu edi so no dia enche kura no wan hwe ya so mu nyina wa ha dia ebia ye hwe se ensa betumi aka asam so kwam nyameche bio sanse ye hyeda entene ne no papa na se de ekoso obantama no wa tumi a kirikire mu Emi say Kwame Bahoma no so yen hwe se mbetumi chinchim fidie ni ye na yetumi ahwe nti o se bantaba ndipa 886 ena Kwame yeah hello Kwame metunka yeah metunka ba me dey say metunka ba kasa no wa chire kakra ma me Mekasa wa chire o yo eja me bom me homode se betimia yo me da say eja se na me se kan na ba ban boss so bibia da na kwa mu ha no ma police for Ghana Police Service na wo mo aya arrangement wo ha no ma wo mo e wo ha no ma ha kra no hwe 1 center ya wo hwe police for na cheso wo mo ye more than 10 wo mo e boban e ba delegates nso a wo mo so comport ai so mo se comport wo mo e wo ha no bibia da na kwa so wo mo aye santene wo ha no wo aba beto wo mo tuya wo obekọ na wo kọ wo mo so aduru wo mo so ometo no so wo mo so aye santre wa no la electoral commission wo mo na ehwe se bibia betima koso wa hanom be sma ba akopẹ mebusa ya papa ba akọ se ena sitem ba hwe me cameraman na mame wada roma ya mo akọ baba YouTube so
thank you
bibia bokọ de
yankopon adom bibia ekoso Mona mo share abatoɔ no ɛwɔ hanom. So far a free so mo share ase ɛbɛpem samre sign obesi abot ne tofa kyerɛ.
Na me ka sɛ nneɛma ɛkɔ so yie na yɛn delegate for no akɔmpɔt wɔn ho obiara di line so ɛne nti yɛsrɛ sɛ yɛnkɔ so saa sɛ na ɛbɛyɛ a ɛbɛwie ne yɛnya the clean results. Thank you.
Yɛba yɛsɛ register no ɛyɛ 867 out of that 8 year prosy so far obi aba ne din enim issue bi aba
da bi yɛnhyia saa problem bia akɔ so
mo hyɛ aseɛ ɛwɔ hanom time bɛn
you do at 6:30 by 7 na ya start pool no bia ɛto
so that time bɛn yɛde ama mo sɛ mo bɛ end pool no so obi any line no so
they started 7 na yɛwie 2 o'clock
by 2 deɛ mbɛtuma cruise so obi any line no so
the law ne kyerɛ sɛ 2 o'clock na sɛ obi any line mo de a na yapɔn obi de line a police ne bɛgyina na odi to no akyi na afei ɔmo to wie a na afei ya start counting
and so far
bibia ɛde dada kwan so
yɛbɛda ase
amen
ɛyɛ electoral commission of Ghana ɔmo mpanyinfo ɔmo wɔ ha no ɔmo ɛna yɛne baako atwetwe enkomo ɛfa nhyehyɛ arrangement a ɔmo ayɛ delegates no so wɔ ha no ɔmo ɛna ɛto aba ɔmo yɛ mbusa bi nya baby obi abɛto na mmom yɛ hwɛ sɛ ɔmo baa ɛsɛn na ɔmo si hu niema baby ɔbɛto deɛ ɛyɛ secret ballot kwa no akɔ akɔto adeɛ yɛ mo akɔ ababa UTV so
mɛgye so
bibi abɔkɔ deɛ
na me adom bibi abɔkɔ
why a delegate for how many years
16 years
16 years nie nti afi bi ɔbɛto aba bia otubi
to be the bia
so far by arrangement I will ha udi land so nyantu obeka na say
oh so far so good there beka say bibia okay bibia is under control ya nyina ye pese beto abarama ajum duaba na bibia yeboko
enti no o hwe bimbo ne nhyehyɛ ya mo mpanyimfo ye no ha no oba center no say no beka no
oh mebe hu bambo no mani agipa security ne tight bibia okay police for no ye adwuma said yes o me na pepepe asumdwe wa ha kama problem bia ni ha
say yan campo bia de
yan campo bia
nti asumdwe
nko abantima the problem bia ni ha
yɛbɛda ase yɛhwɛ na afi yɛne ɔfoforo so ɛntwetwe enkomo yɛ mo akɔ ababa UTV so
ayo mate
sɛ na osi hu no ɛnɛma yɛ bɔkɔ
bibia bɔkɔ bantima de sumdue
bantima ya sumdue
yɛmbɔ yɛnto abama yɛnko ntɔkwada ebi nsunsunsi da ɛyɛ adwenkyerɛ ne yɛkɔkyerɛ party ne yɛ MPP yɛnyina yɛ MPP for do bawe ni bia wɔ weni ama MPP nti we nyɛ ntɔkwa nyɛ akyinye de ɔpɛ no akɔto ama no nti ha de bibia bɔkɔ wa
yɛbɛda ase mate sɛ mekra metoa no ɛyɛ member of parliament for Bantima minister for works and housing ɛyɛ wɔno na ɛwɔ no honorable yɛmɔ akɔ ababa UTV
yɛnua something
mate sɛ wɔsɛ wo kora woyɛ delegate
me delegate sɛ ɔma wo to aba na MPs ka ho nti me
ɛyɛ homa no atwitwa sinti no Kwame Samson Nyamenhyɛ ɛna ɔde sama na bufi Kumase brɛ se Kumase Bantama ɔmani abirigidi ɛyɛ ahyase wɔnya senkuma yɛ anamusifo ɛwɔ mamu no nyinaa mu nti no as time goes on no yɛbɛda ɔmo adi na afei mu atumi ahwɛ sɛ de nneɛma si ɛkɔ na afei etie abato no susunso nyinaa sɛ medi kan ka kyerɛ mu na ɛyɛ extended version of critical issue nti mo nhyɛ no so mfama yɛn ba ne yɛbɛdi nkɔmɔ ɛde afa yɛn bambɔ ho nsɛm ho esan sɛ yɛse sa soromrofu dwo a ɛna bɔ akrama nya baabi di ne tito enti sɛ wasom dwo na sɛ wanya aduane ne kura bɛno musu ada na sɛ wodme sɛ den na sasomdwe ni hɔ a wobɛdidi nso ho ntɔ da nti asomdwe deɛ ɛmfa ni agorɔ samba ka yɛ bɛtɔ dwa sɛ bɔko mesrɛ ɛyɛ garu ɛne timpane nsɛm sisi wɔ hɔ na sɛ nsɛm sisi yɛ no deɛ di kan yɛka sɛ see something say something ana onim sɛ saa ɔmantifi do mantam wɔ no so asomdwe hyɛ dan ni hɔ ayɛ sɛ ɔyɛ sɔrɔ yɛ ahom bi wɔ hɔ nipa bɔnfo bi nso wɔ system no mu national security minister bɛkan sɛ wɔn ahu some unusual movement bi ɛwɔ saa areas na esusu sɛ wɔn yɛ saa jihadist fo yi bi a ɛno nti yɛn bambɔ ho nsɛm no kame yɛ sɛ yɛni wɔ hɔ paa nti sɛ bibi ɛbɛkɔ so a obi hu bibi a ɔho kwan sɛ obi sɛ bisamu ne ho nsɛmsɛm ɛne yɛsɛ mmeranteɛ bi akɔto ahyɛ national security operative so yɛde wɔn kɔ police station yɛkyi wɔn nom de wɔn kɔ police station ɛne yɛsɛ tututu bi kɔɔ so ɛno akyiri brutality sɛ kɔɔ so amafo yesi bro won you know ye be yinfo ni no any video ni bi na mahwe se de yesi abro di pafa ye chi nipa no edu nwotwe omo wo he ye gya wo mu ye nya wo mu ye be gya wo mu adenti na ye gya wo mu se ye gya wo mu so adenti na ye gya wo mu national security minister na say national security pen fo so de karata ba bonten ebisa kan de ti a wo mu etu sana mo ko sa operation garu timpane no ye be bisa say is it justified so mo ye bibi ati sana na ye di hu nkoma akwa chire pa na fi yenhwe so se obi bamboni bi fi baby ekọ baby a coordination bi koso nsa wosudie bi koso between baby okọ no ene ono okọ no ana ye behwe ne de hu sankobo na no pe nene I'm so privileged say menya mpanyifo a won abion babo hu sam mu pa ewufi ha on be boam ye di sa enkomo yi no timi ni faso pe Dr. Adam Bona wono de ani na di nkomo fie mpem bebre samba kai a ebedi nkomo ama bokun sam no ono oni mu pa anti ono abekan sa emede se waba ha ebedi enkomo afa bi benkum so pe yo pani bi a ye ka bambo hu sam a wa ben pa o posi ni na so wa homgie mu DCOP retired Bright Oduro enkane oda say mateso COP yeah man can ye cra facha me yes police for the post kakra bi a chen say the salary one farmer no anti copy parliament one time I want somebody post rank in the move there be friend na agrokra anti COP retired Bright Oduro why commander region bebre and sakransa division abi o baby no ba region nti baby assembly ese no no nim ho nti ebedi hu komo okwa regional commander o baby no wura man afi obey director general CID nti yewura enso ewo menchen wa ha en afi Emmanuel Kutin ono executive director at the Africa Center for Security and Counter-Terrorism wono so ani nti ono so ba ye ni age ni say ye kan sa jihadists for no a omo ye terrorists they fall on that category no nti say kan wasam a na fe yahwe na yaka ne yeti ebedwafo de medam ase eba munyina akwa aba so medam ase papa medam ase ye mission safe group so COP I say operation garu timpane what tie mu akinkan mu ahumu nsam se di city ankasa pa dedi kan bibisa ne say yesuma obi ana say security team bi every national e de woma call region ana say bi a district bi a procedure bena efemu say ebia ye do mu fin kan ekọ boku ye do mu ko boku no boku commanders ni nim say onipa na eba nipa do say na eba operation wenti no mo ba wenti no mo ba saa ehọ no etisen wada roma
yo aja me da sibi na enze de dika na ebechia omo ayehwe ti program me da sibi ho ye dim say standard practice ye wadwuma no na ye nim say koso ni say who feel jurisdiction na wako another jurisdiction say ukoye operations bia we say police for na in charge of internal security. It is whether you are a soldier, military, you are a custom officer, you are immigration officer, say who come be akoye exercise be a border on security. As I say, we inform the head of the police was a jurisdiction. Inti say national security for na ko garu ana tempani and any other part of Ghana. Ekoye sa exercise here ti see a more regional commander man krana said the divisional commander or the district officer and bit me abona man no mo relay message no e dey bring regional commander no so be obo IGP man but ka hwe mu a we say pa dey say wo mu fi national headquarters national security wo mu ko ba bi dey garu dey e bi akebe bo IGP man say this is the exercise sir ye pese ye koye wo garu inti yebo amane no inform wo security heads na ho say nipa say ye ba be yesi on be si inti no police for na ho no so nhwe no mo ho ban sa na ye no ba bia untumi emfi ujuro this even police officers untumi emfi anko upper east say wo kwa koye operation without the knowledge the information of the regional commander concerned. Sadly, Banasi more police for money there now. It was a very grave mistake on committee on the part of national security.
Now, I bet me about say be a operation be or one more bet me a year. Ebia national and any information no. Ebia na district and I said regional no and shada any information no. And you know, someone just say bet me about somebody I dream be say, a bet me about say, ebia ye too much more, ebia obi bema operation no and ko ye. Obi beti anko for na so anaso beti be ye bibia ma operation e kokko na ntumi anko anko ye. And I say is it a kind of mistrust be and a wonti and a ebia bibia tisa no ntumi emmo wo a ese so bobo ma ne say na o kan say o na police for na ye in charge of internal security no said ye nyina enimu no mistrust be na wo ho and I say nim die na osu ehunu mu no then I do betumi the akadia fire no ho.
Well, I just say untumi can see so piece mistrust. But shemunso na niema sene niema bi kokko so nansen no na ya mistrust, especially mistrust in the police. Ya more mamane, ya more BNI amane, ya more military for na wo baso ana amane, ya more even the politicians na wo honi nyina amane, regional minister, the DC of the area omu nyina am so be who are no aware of what was happening. Iti me ka say untumi ka say mistrust, but police there mitumi say niema yakukọ so na ya be say it say ni trust police so much because we even who statement from issue na ebi nyama ho there who say police ni ya mo police ba kokra even though police for the rescue nko from maybe around more ya mo police for the both soldier for the na tebia no to see use soldier for to do a lot of police work, which I think is not proper. And until ya na niema bi enkuko yi no ebi e beba ho later, but the mistrust na American for police na dey misana me to me hu because they say no niema bi say police for adwuma so omo ye no military for na hu say ye ma omo ye, especially even in this one, in this case a police for rescue ya yes military for the rescue omo. Police for the rescue away from Garu to Boku and then later to Bolga. But I mentioned in the statement issued by the national security. For mistrust for police, no, sa na mimi huno. Na mum general say mistrust no there because more mobile man here. Even the politicians in the area cry more man here. In the honor they then say they don't trust the politicians. That a grave mistake if indeed they want to do a good exercise. Then the mistake they made, you know, so grave I could have cost so many lives.
Okay. Me da say yeah Adam Bona mama no so said the COP canon. The normal practice they say over my jurisdiction. I should be informed. Say me ba. It is a ba okay, Kwabena do agina ha, me share wa ha, sense offer ha at anwea ho ateche wa ha. Obeto boom nti say dem do ha ate me so me dem na to from nti ne say bia me kokora wo ba no wo information bia obetum de aboa me a na say me ma information as okay we na be de ne fa we so kan we say we say ni na wa they see here in general no wo ne say wo ne say ma me kan sa afa echi na fa ya tase ne kakran
me nchia I can say me co-panelists and ubia or share. They met me I can say they see you know I say Ghana yen ananse bibiman yen sua from abakwasem and ki sua they see you know ensi but I say most often nyoma we ye no tra ye nhwehwem bia na after a week 2 weeks na obi afa ne ho adi na sa men said the Mebra penny kind, and yes, standard practice. Police for Anna a share internal security or any country any ruled by any military regime, a democracy. Police and a share minor, or the upper call Britain, call America, call you can say in Germany, India. Omuna internal security show monsa. Na ushe police if one kasakra omu amamre muno anase omu regulation no. So your police ni na se nka yemfa ne say even within Accra. So free we attached to Central Police Station. Na free Central Police Station batesa no ha. Enka udru ha omumra ne tere se obekọ station officer and as a commander ho akwa bona mane say I am in your jurisdiction. Maybe I'm on leave me barracks am me wo and I'm station me attached to a central but I'm on leave inti me otesano. And the reason is that said the beya say BBC ni here backup and I say BBC ni here investigation you bon say there is supposed to be obi a ye de na fa enchechirem tuo ni sanman ewa around BBC 1979 during the coup when I was still a young boy obi onim tema pa near our park bi a your friend Sakasaka Park na military for esh no mushe mufti and on ba bungalows be a war after Sakasaka Park esoro ho baby number how no me say ne asomo mo from you can say the military high command baby so omomra enko I mean say they were going to get somebody to torture the person no mo free ho na omo be ra tema no. What they did was that because the Tema police didn't know their presence in the place, to share the inhabitants of Sefie, and almost started boom, and almost tutu. So the neighborhood, afraid Tema police, community 2 police, and the catcher almost say, "I'm robbers are ba vicinity ho." Now police if one should do honor. You are armed, we are armed. No mukun mu nyina. Mukun soldier fo ni nyina. Eni omo sesa bodies no. E dey call Tema police Tema General Hospital. Omo du omo twitwa omo dresses to eni omo hu omo ID cards omo ye soldier fo.
Now it's too late.
Now it's too late. They killed them. And this happened in 79. So but in this happened, not that someone told me. We see 1979. They killed about 6 military officers. In those days, no more wars. They were using civilian, some of the civilian vehicles. About 2 vehicles. No more attacking her. I think I don't know who it was. Shooting and doing armor. The police don't do on because and Tema because those days used to be industrial, used to have a lot of armed robberies, and we used to because the curfew days and so they thought it was armed robbery that was going on during curfew because now armed robbers need be use curfew not to rob. When they took them to hospital, who said they were in fact 7 military officers, and that is what nearly happened in Garu. And can't we? CDAC Garu no, because move straight into the area. You mukuta sub automatic weapons, rifles, with magazines, with you can say body armor. Nedi akeka ho. Mu the regional minister also nim hu hwe. On the head of RESEC. IGP na in charge of you can say police for mo ammo omunyina amane. Regional commander mo ammo na amane. DC mo ammo na amane. More money, then you straight into the area. Say more gather intelligence. Intelligence be na more gather. And so then you ubisa who say enye suatra enye se bia ye nim na apart from that ye nim ye adwuma. Their course on can koso. Because so ko area mu because tiso mu ko duru we say enye se emebro no cry ade o emebro no mo akosto. You can say this national security operation because apparently Bakubi crash or no ye sojeni but share bottom na police ID card ne kutano.
Police constable.
So then you ask yourself, say, so you have a police constable, I'm more deployed. I'm one country ne commanders, one country ubia. You send him into such an uncharted water. Ye nyina so enim say area mu ho very volatile. Obia or intelligence asibia be catch us say I said ne now I'm sorry now also work on Nigeria. Now you are going into you can say this northern part of Nigeria. Now you just straight into the place. And now I say and then who straight into you can say Gaza Strip. And now I say you are you should know say the place is on fire. So whether you like it or not, the Garu area, Timpani area, Bugiri area, when him say the people are on high alert. More soon Mukan say see something, say something. Now see something now, Mukan brofuma out the back, I can't cast more. Say who bibi a can be no. Amu bibi a omu eken bibi omu ye bibi no. Mu ba ya mu aba bechi omu a omu nya hwe. Omu a omu nim ho. Omu a omu na mu baby. No mu akọ 2 a.m. Sa operation wo hwa. Question back one maybe say and then the national security in Sana share we na say and then Ghana military no much national security as ana
because just national security for na kwa na ya chi wo mu na
da bi omun share military as Ghana ha wo share yen constitution ni mu ya mere mu a Ghana police share interior as military share defense as ye wo national security ye mere mu national security have no power of arrest. They have no prosecutorial powers. Only standing for anything. They have no locus. They have no prosecutorial powers, no power of arrest, no power of detention. If they are arresting, per our laws, they arrest as civilians. And the law says that for a civilian, a citizen's arrest, you should have seen the crime happening for you to effect that arrest. That is our laws. We say everyone. Emrani says, immediately Fanu called the nearest police station in a reasonable time. And see, on what grounds did they go to Yakani saying, Garu? Omukochi Omono, as 2 days ago, say, Amatese Omo release Omochechi Omono. No, I'm hearing this morning, say, I'm hearing, that's what I'm saying. I'm hearing. But maybe say, Nana, they make and say it is sacrilegious. Yomu ye no. What yomu? Yemran say within 48 hours. So police ya arrest and also more or more police powers to arrest. No, you take the person to you can say a court of competent jurisdiction. Man, yen is Muye and so man for mukra and courts. You can say even the military anchors are even detaining people in their you can say no. It has also been outlawed. It has been outlawed by a Supreme Court ruling. It has been outlawed.
Yes, it has.
Exactly. What did I mean? And so the Omoyane say, uniform. That is what they would have to do. But maybe they do it and we don't know. But the Americans say, if they do it to themselves, civilians, what it you see, we are. I say yes, military needing because we had here. Enemy beside national security omunyina so jina so the issue some message no and no say omu military
ye be ken kasa
military ni show masan
ye be ken kasa ye be ken kasa aye
and just say Ghana Armed Forces and the issue and answer Ministry of Defense but you see and by Maminka Bibinka you see for me I say yen president he's a human rights lawyer activist for as long as, as all of us can remember. Nabreso, and this exercise is possible. Nabreso, and he to meet you be, once I made 1979 by. 1979, when this so Tamahabo to me, Bobby to Okuno. Near Chubini and Puno, 1,000 near Canis and Quantabis and Omna Habo Masters. And then it's a democracy. So, under Onu, young president, we cannot continue said ya nyoma about enko so ono na breso de emrano because ono de we share wa court when he was a lawyer when he used to practice defend a man for you see obi a we sua mraka krabia you come across cases are ono and no lawyer and you say bia I'm just saying it na so ono na breso you can go and mbetumi akwakochia abra man for mu we ya mo de o ma bank crime for what
okay you bet don't want to call na e pese ya hwe ani na asa Imakutin what na wo ye hwe situation said ye ehɔ no garu timpane bokun kwatamo ehɔ no mo said ye ho ensem sitie emrantie na wo mo koye no say genuinely so mo ye as national security for a obaako kan sese da kan no baako se oyiso jani e kohwe no nyeso jani na mo no police constable ena baba COP so later maybe say constable kra no so was 2 minutes almost
so ampaso the police ni
say bibisa na fi ahwe wo hwe se de ehɔ no semti biasete se de ho se ehye se de oman no yadwe nyina wo se ne se yempene mali Niger sa jihadist fo ma medin sem hunu na sefo ye kɔ enim se ebi no wo ho se de national security for Korea e kan ye ya wo ni se sa na montuo no ni amrantie ne yeye so mu hu ka no omudi akire ehwe se mo ye hefo mo chi wom no manku wom wom anya wom hwe wom de wom koma police for internet say something ne ye ka no en amrantie na ye. What warranted the attack, that operation? Nubio, wabra, makwachi nipa ni echi wonu so no. Obi ahu ya mu obi empra ya nya ibia. Den ti na mo san kwoto se wadwini mu no. Den na be kan fa ho.
Yo ejamedasi, ma mincha mi ko panelist and me senior brother COP. Me who say retirement looks good on you. You are stress free. And person mean that because the opening statements, it settled all the discussions we are talking here. Okay, so me na di baha. We had the same position as COP di buy. But these are the things. We show a security actor. National security is the creation of all the allied agencies. And the operation Bekwa probably can come from the National Security Council. And the way many are the relevant operation areas, commanders no need to be informed. If it's for counter-terrorism purposes, no more for say information better leak it. At least the Inspector General of Police should be aware. And he will find a way by informing the region or the divisional commander in that jurisdiction on catching the pimping says our operation will call. I know you know your jargons. Or by catching almost say my security near alert. Nema say but more pinpoint what was to happen. Until okay, yeah, Papa question Booker about the separation of powers, the military and the police. Or see, the military is for external aggression purposes and the police for internal national security. And the who say military are now performing the duties of the police. They now see the citizens as the aggressors, and that is what we have witnessed over the period. And I mean more statistics in the last 8 years alone. In April 2016, 3 Ghanaian soldiers tortured a 16-year-old in Tamale. In March 2017, Ghana military personnel brutalized civilians in Takoradi. 2018, Ghana military personnel brutalized police officers in Tamale. Mukaida incident that 2018, Ghanaian soldiers brutalized 4 minors in Sunyani. Okay. And in 2019, Ghanaian soldiers brutalized youth of Ada. Then in the 2020 general election, several shot and 2 killed in Techima by the military. Then in June 2021, military killed 2 protesters in Agya. Look, I say, forming a committee on that thing. And then 2022, military brutalized civilians in Wa when a soldier's phone was snatched and they went on rampage, brutalizing anything. Then in February 2023, 9 shot dead by military in Boku. Then in March 2023, the military brutalized civilians in Taifa, okay, and then the Ashaman there by. So the activities of the military, it has become one too many, and they have no locum under our constitution for internal security operations, unless of course police for na call operational person joint operation. Even there must be lay down rules on those things. Me feel say national security is a caricature I say and dealing with. It has become an avenue for party boys. Okun say NDC powers, you have different people there. You don't have career seasoned security people like many are over retirement say as a COP. Amanonia, people like this are handling our national security architecture because they have lived it. Why not a national security coordinator? NIB, why not the Director General of our National Investigation Bureau? So the problem has to do with politics, and we are turning our constitution upside down. And to borrow the words of Minia Bona, their president, a very internationally acclaimed human rights lawyer, under his watch, some of these things are happening. And I feel that by itself portends a serious threat to our very national security. These people are saying they are protecting me and you. And besides them, how did this thing come to be? We say when you see something, say something. Mm-hmm. And look at what the people did in a conflict situation. Which national security operative war is sought will be static in a particular place for that long time.
Over 4 hours.
Then people pass and they whistle. People pass, and all this time information was going around the community that there are some people in town. And it is based on a premise. Okay, I say national security operative, the Kusasis accused him say, no, from Mampushisa no Okuku or Munipa, then or the Omukuno.
Yeah.
So once you have lived it, and no Obi was also a national security operative, it doesn't mean anything. Obi Actimiye Adikas. And this is what triggered the attack. When one of them identified himself as a soldier, or a police constable, that was when the second mobilization came. So no, Nkrofo Omunya national security operatives. So that brought about the distance. And like me panelist Kayen, the divisional commander was not aware. The regional minister was not aware. And we have a problem. Ebani saying that these politicians are the head of our security apparatus at the regions and at the regional and divisional level. It makes no sense of the training you have got, who as a COP or this COP, not a regional commander. Now, Sebi, Emmanuel Koti na me, I've not even wore a uniform before. Tiokra, me knew how to handle Tio. Because of political expedience, no, I am a regional minister. Now, my Bible be a commissioner or a deputy commissioner, so, and he has to take orders from me. And I am Obehu no COPs, these COPs, doing regional commanders, yes sir, regional ministers, yes sir. It is demeaning to the service. So, we need to reform the constitution and depoliticize our security architecture. And yes, I be a kono. And Maminland waha. We share the formation of Hamas and other terrorist organizations. It comes from a point, and there are two things. Senior military or let me just say senior security officers are on retirement and the states are not making use of them. And they retire so early, so vibrant, and have to live life. They consult their services to some of these groups. Now, omudiye de omu person ye. Share national security architecture is here. Share omu train omu on how to use these sophisticated weapons. How to do reconnaissance, how to use technology to gather intelligence. Sebi, MPP ni power in the NGC banner nkrofo efi national security. What are they going to do with that kind of training? They will transform it into a criminal enterprise to benefit from it. And that is how these terrorist cells inoculate and begins. Until Mikasa Asanwe, Ghana, the day we will get some aggression force from these terrorists or otherwise trained civilians who are not supposed to have this knowledge against the state, our security architecture will be paralyzed because look at the military, look at the police. You were supposed to play complementary role, Mibwa. So say military mbu police mbu military, and ensure. So we are not sitting where ya.
Maybe somebody about see something, and is terrorism, some year, but I'm not sure if say, Yura. Say, Bibisa Ebekoswa, police constable. Yetumi at the no Efra National Security Force ABA, operation me or Monkona Monkoye. Na say, or consul, so a constable and Panyampa station are free, say, send commander ya away. Say, or come baby, so a son say, or yes, police personnel need to know, and as a police officer need to know. Baby or consul. Say as a so modern baby or police administration on and sa. Say be obetun abon ho ban na mo hihye te sen e wo sansem no.
Ejame dasi say police constable we say me Tramboga almost 4 years. Ntina Garu Tempani ne boku nyina na ehemase. Nti we by the me anso be bise mo a ne ntia me hu say police ni ade nyina me bise Garu ne boku. Na the entire no mete so kan ho is ofi area ho say the village the pepera will be like that nti no am de kan ho ba minim unit ankasa ho e bia no national security ho and no am de kan ho na wo hwe a omo a ne kan ho no there were 3 others plus that police constable no omo akoye 4 and the tuoni ade say na o kan rifles ne pistols no many ade e wo kan enti omo akọ ene de me gidi say omo ye national security operatives operatives no omo ye civilians be e do omo begu a e bia e train omo nanka an assignment an exercise of this nature no sanko fu no ado omo ko ye wo defense intelligence wo ye wo police intelligence directorate wo ye wo BNI wo even your immigration for patrol borders ni ade e di say bibi ni ati say jihadist phobia aba na yehu yenya suspicious nkofo bi aba o man be ya san nkofo ni edo omko ni asesa rifle yes rifles no mukran great police rifle om se ma Caesar min da Caesar rifles e dey say
new weapons bi
aba e po na 2% and ye dia ma nkofo ya omunye soldier for sebi omunye soldier for say ko yate omka omunye police for omunye immigration for omu and how omu dia mra the powers of arrest, the powers of search, the powers of detention. And as uncle for what more intelligence exercise, intelligence operation. Now, Kowa Mobia, my grandson, baby to say Nalerugu. In the beginning, so far, Wale Ho, so far, Bushigu.
Almost you see the eastern corridor,
exactly.
The side now,
and on BP Nalerugu, and on Bar, Yang Panduri, and Bidara or something on BP the Garu. Enti anyama na esi ho na around 1 a.m. na omo akose classroom omo just omo kose baby papa kra na ese ka bia mo koye this exercise classroom say your opinion place will be abi homo and na mu otu nso wo car no and the vehicle was not marked just any police car who say police car or a military car or custom who be asa as a private vehicle the two women na say mo nam suma se ni ade a ade nkofo nso on beka bibi and almost who no am takimu on police patrol team and on ba fa omu bar police station Garu police station ne ho and em so mu say tuoni ade wo ayinimo and a word went around that time na eti say motor for craft bi fi boku omo actually on be shoot to it can money ade people from boku who's all cat of the kusasis for around nowhere and omo believe say mu finalerugu ne ba idea. And of course, mu lead party. Mo do ohene neighbor. So mo see, this thing fuel so many almost your henia say or na lelugu. Every now and then obi to me be a message on the phone so no man circulate say the neighbor na for the immigration for the is it that the immigration officer who was killed recently ono anajume 8 and not tikem car no mom say na a tinted and you shoot to believe in say ohen no and this problem about ni na suspicion say omo the ohen neighbor because you came through Nalelugu. And you can say, oh, by this exercise. And say national security power of exercise of this nature. Now, woman call for a quarter in a volatile area like Bokuga. What do you expect? There are many others you. And say, Unanko dia for say, Nkofu, or 2 or more crime, police for money, and then one. They would have finished. Now, what could issue statement with? So now, police for now rescue woman. Edwoma Bagaru, Edwoma Sandwoma called Bolga. No, he said, one shot, Boku, and the back, you know. You never mention police. Soldier for them boom, he said, the soldiers rescued, the soldiers did that. Soldiers for the only way come here and say, car now, I'm saying, I don't know, I'm going for a car if you are the best thing called BNI. National. And not only the work they did. The next thing they did after 4 days, they say, I'm going to brutalize it.
Yeah, but brutalization, so now maybe say, who now why or commander or what I wouldn't send a war system to be a city. Wouldn't say the honor is share esifa. And under normal circumstances, and Kwabena Kwabena letter National Security for the by press release on Operation Garu on Tuesday, October 24, 2023, an armed youth group armed with AK-47 rifles, machetes, and other weapons besieged a team of the counter-terrorism into besieged counter-terrorism intelligence officers deployed by the Ministry of National Security to Garu in the Upper East
Ministry
on
ministry this country,
will get up, or Greek ministry will get up, or which information will deploy.
And so the encounter statement anyway. Despite initial attempt to introduce themselves as national security personnel,
to who?
The RHU group proceeded to attack the officers by firing multiple gunshots at a black Toyota Land Cruiser in which the officers were seated. Following an escalation, following an escalation of the attack on their vehicle, the officers drove to seek refuge at the Garu police station. The RHU subsequently pursued the officers.
The youth took them there
and cycled the police station and fired multiple shots at the same time with the intention of killing the officers. The timely intervention of the Ghana Armed Forces enabled the safe evacuation of the national security personnel from the Garu police station. Further to the aforesaid development, the Ministry of National Security and Ghana Armed Forces on Saturday, October 28, 2023, conducted a joint operation at Garu to seize weapons used by the perpetrators of the attack on the national security personnel. A number of the perpetrators have also been arrested. The Ministry of National Security deems the attack on the security personnel at a police station highly unacceptable and strongly condemns acts aimed at intimidating and harming officers of state security and intelligence agencies and impeding them from effectively executing their mandate to safeguard the peace and stability of Ghana. Whereas the Ministry of National Security works to promote active citizen participation in safeguarding the peace and stability of our dear nation, deliberate acts that seeks to jeopardize the lives of personnel of state security and intelligence agencies will not be countenanced. The ministry owes it a duty to protect personnel of state security and intelligence agencies who have sworn an oath to, at all times, defend the people and the territorial integrity of Ghana against all forms of threat. And in Tinkata way,
national security
Ministry of National Security and
day
about 29
national security
October 2023 enti yewra mapyehwe wotie omusama kana o say the enkrofo no the group no emabunu no e the AK47 rifles machetes and other weapons ABCG counter terrorism intelligence officers no and omo to show omo so enkrofo no ye national security for na so emrantia no editio gu national security for no kam kukukukuku na womo de kano womo drive ko police station utie what kind statement
maka na yetutu duobo ma ngobuti ase etu minim se atutu bo cars do mewo card mu police station obra womo ko fa womo fi classroom hono womo ba police station no na minim se word call round sen kofu bia bahana police phone police phone didn't know them so they detained them in Garu police station it your honor and sana that was around 1 a.m. 4 a.m. and sana say shooting taking place 4 a.m. the 1 a.m. on don by no 3 hours later and this shooting no go for them they go for that to say if police for protect criminals be or na omo the chief be bania they started shooting into omo car no man say was the device be near the omo say no near it about 5 no around 5 no and quickly omo fi Garu do omo call boku ni na police for and at 7 a.m. omo fi police station in Boku to Borga send e be ya SMBNC. We see military for did not play any role in the rescue of these people. Oh, a police for give credit where credit is due. Now Kochocho we na the beto abontia. Na who that that's sorry.
Yeah, Emma police adwuma no eye saying cause say police for the tumetu sana mo nyina wie emrantie no ya mo bi atuo empra no obi ehun anti ba wo tie statement na omso mo kan si wo no emrantie no say we national security for na so emrantie di tuo kokokokokokoko omo shutu kan ma na national security for nankasa na a driver the call police station ho ene ehun samsami
because of tension no cry want no it I learned say it was in Bolga and say no who say omo national security ID cards eti Garu enum ni boku ni nyina no obi anim so omo national security for enti na no mo keep them in detention as suspects because eduma no be nyina obi eni ho enti na make an Bolga na omo ehwe a omo say even one policeman to say constable and 3 others no as national security operative omo or do you call it national security ID cards. I know there's a matter there, whether say it true or not, that is also another thing. But an exercise of this nature, national security, when I saw it, what you want now coordinating our monitor activities of a. And then now mount to operation. Ya can't come to be a go parado. Most of them go for mom national security for. Operado or friends security coordinator e Kumasi o se jama onko enti the security national security for ni finkra ko e ko pamu ni fi ho mo de bi ko ye bi aya waso national security command and control complete lack of command and control e bi de mo akoye wa hanu and so still nana inu ayi kan say national security na IBB mo adwuma mo nye na afei de mo force e ho
what does it the akoso de na kire ade ma ye bambo ni police adwuma nankasa
so just atosini
no trust
atosini because
if you look at the security act say muru cry complimentary
atosini
and then treat people with so much discontent
and come here they are very sensitive we see they be so na for say you to me ehu a very sensitive issue pa o man bambo ho asam na yeka say state security agencies nanka sampo entumi coordinate dia abontiso no be wurema ebe na etumi
because me dey any say ye wo ministries e wo ye mamu ha nyina ye policy driven agencies amunye technical and say technocrats and say operational in nature. But to betting maybe they can say Ministry of National Security, Omako Diboni say, Omako say, and Obia and Kashe, and it's still happening under your man Penny. Me the say, say a true no deploy no, as so National Security Ministry, Omo Amoriana. what did I make an answer?
So who sanctioned the release of the weapons to these
because
people?
Montesano police station wa ukwa omuwo armory with an armorer obia sa adwuma de hye ne nsa ye sign weapon ma na ya ma bullet ni ayese uba ni ayesho say de ma wo no wato bullet back kwa you account be ni nyina and so the me bisa ne say is it that ye drum pempen so ana say Ghana ha obia sori a na wafetu no de sikrom say me say and for me it worries me because say the menu akutin me bra pagin kan say if there is no coordination it means say adanso yana egu abontin and ayankai said the Boko Haram eba into existence who kind the first leader of Boko Haram Nigeria soldier for a che on any nkofo ni bi and omu bo mu to oku say the ehu oboko no eku omu no mu twitwa photos no mo de to you can say
ye kunu
ya kunu ya say and Boko Haram followers no afedie omudwane cause Zambezi forest in the keka ho and then Nigeria is one of the biggest militaries in the world to me fight Boko Haram and the muko here must see something say something and mebunu no mo garu ho no they saw something and they said something say my co-panelists again look at the chronology of events now I share our statement it's disgraceful mebwa it is sometimes I'm crediting him with a bit of intellect. I'm crediting him with a bit of intellect. In the day and age of technology, she knew how they are. She knew how they are being to me recorded. And now you can't say, "Obi to me throw letter before the free Jubilee House." Because you know. Now you can't say social media. So there's nothing.
Okay, Francis says almost signing the dismissal letter. No, quickly organize a press conference in my resigning and sign a letter no to no office. No, so resign.
But my point is that's all she knew. Obey ni and then Ghana hankwa. Obey yehu. And so we should do amuchuro yeya. And you see the disgraceful nature of it is said a national security letterhead. And a press release in was locals on say
which you don't even
I saw your belittle security so low because national security all locals they say what's the same to and then your mama for the Martina Land Cruiser so I come more you can say amount you can say amount plated security and come say the omoka about the nature of threat, no. You should have given them. You can't say, amount Land Cruisers we have them.
Now we one body armor pay in an hour.
Exactly. One. So multiple you should have, but you didn't do any of that. We afterthought. What about the true statement? I said, you can't say they came under threat. They came under this. If it is true, say they were in the vehicle and I almost shoot you in the vehicle. I said they would have died. And all the incidents that have happened in the Boku area involving even the immigration officers who were shot, were they not in the vehicle? Did they not? So, unfortunately. Yes, so it tells you that whatever these people have written, pure lies. And for me, if you look at the tension with regards to your politics, Ghana is the only country that is standing in terms of the nations that have not been attacked in terms of terrorism attacks in the sub-region. Now, we are not coordinated. In one breath, the police that they are able to rescue and do this. And then you didn't even mention them in one line.
You didn't recognize
them. Didn't. So, next time, you see, we are human beings. I always say it. We are human beings first. Professionally, but we are human beings.
It wouldn't say this letter and a police mura
no, because I will not be able to tell. But the truth is that IGP can stay in Accra and issue orders. Say, your moral shouldn't go down. Say IGP is not me. Say me a police now. Say IGP is not me. And John maybe the moral and cut down. Maybe be a cut down. And so me who be say I will just fold my hands and watch because they are supposed to be collaborating. As at 2 days ago, said everybody, when I checked, they still did. These people were not they were not in the custody of the police in the region, in the division. in the district, and even in Accra.
And nobody knows their whereabouts as we talk.
Oh,
look, their families are saying they don't know where they are.
We shouldn't make it say it is the issue of just Garu. It has to do with stripping you of your dignity, your respect, your fundamental human rights, denigrating you, and feeling say, because we have the power. You see, when that happens, today you are in power. What did American say? Say, if today you are in power, now what happens if tomorrow you are not in power?
Wow.
What happens to you? Are you expecting, say, Bia? Yeah, we know people who some time ago they were so powerful. The next morning the power is gone and their houses are surrounded by, you kind of saying, what happened to this Gabon?
Gabon, yeah.
I said the media, I'm calling the media to do this.
To make noise.
To make noise. I want the media to make noise. This is somebody who was so powerful. And they're changing the power and you're different in same no. I feel Oshisha and Cram Cresson Bay and say, maybe and say, so these people who are doing this, are they bitching? That's a power no, who needs our power now. That's the Sarandu fear. Are you going to expect, say, me, we should say something for you? So I usually want people
because
to know.
Because you created it.
Well, we want people to know, say, let's have a level playing field. Say, say, that's idea China say, and yet, Mammy and Casa, because I'm in power. And a month for DNA, you can't say, a bone,
Oka power seminar, Obia some bam to say, and Cane National Security, Francis Poku.
Yes. You see what they had done to him?
Yes.
You remember, I didn't want to meet a big brother. You see what happened to him? One morning.
He had to escape.
You know what I'm saying? So, we should know that
smart.
Power is transient. Adeɛ ɛnɛ who to me adeɛ bɛkye na to me no eni obiom na afei deɛ ɔde yɛ amanfoɔ no yɛ de yɛ and when you go up there yɛn nuanom na ɔwɔ no some of them are seeing this to be mamprosi, the normal mamprosi, the normal kusasi, you kind of say conflict, and it is, you see, say yɛ de yɛ na say ɛka mamprosi for na this side is happy. Tomorrow when it is on these people, no, you see, your human rights are your human rights. It doesn't matter so we are mamprosini, we are kusasini, we are, you know, this man, we are konkombeni, we are all human beings. What did I make an say? And to say, obi fan who they Jeffrey and son as well. It is important say those who have the voice are those who have the intellect to know and spot and say they're more and they're wrong. I see I can, because I see a man you can't say I wouldn't want tomorrow. You're a kandapa. He's not in power. Na surrounding fee. Na yentumin kasa. I don't know. Do you get? It's possible. Say all these people who are in charge today, tomorrow will come. Their own party might even be in power. Tomorrow you. Na utumi na wonu ya Jeffrey same. Na surrounding fee. Now say they are brutalizing. Now ref say a while ago when you use power no to bring people together, you use power no to bring people down. So for me, I want us to let Kandapa,